Every time we tell you about Rihanna, we say that we and everyone else is waiting for her new music. And guess what? After 3 years, we can finally hear Rihanna's voice. That's not all, because Rihanna also appeared on the cover of the British Vogue and did an interview in which she actually talked about the rumors that have been going around. Is she ready to start a family, even if she won't find a man? Why did she and Hassan Jameel really break up? Keep watching to get answers to all of that and more. Don't forget to subscribe to Curiosips and press the bell icon to stay up to date with our videos. Rihanna is a woman with a very powerful voice. It applies to her music and her as a businesswoman, an influential person and an advocate for tolerance. She's basically a boss lady that turns everything into gold. I said at the beginning that we finally could hear Rihanna sing. She released something for the first time in 3 years, but unfortunately it wasn't the anticipated album. Rihanna only briefly featured on a track with Party Next Door, titled Believe It. But to all her fans, this is better than nothing, right? But just so we can move on to more important things. Not that her music isn't important, but I mean in this video. Rihanna assured that she is aggressively working on new music. She told the Vogue interviewer that she couldn't say when she's gonna drop it though, but it could basically be any time. And the reports are still true. It's gonna be a reggae album with a bit of everything else. Rihanna said that she's done all the hits, tried all genres, and she has no boundaries, so she can make anything she wants. Okay, we're waiting. Do you still listen to Auntie and her previous albums? Now moving on. In the new Vogue interview, Rihanna talked about her future and some of her struggles. There's no doubt that the artist and businesswoman is an icon, not only of pop culture but also of empowerment, confidence, and not giving a damn. She's also only human. And for some reason, it's surprising to learn that she gets anxious before performances and red carpets. And Rihanna doesn't like to watch back her powerful speeches from award shows because she doesn't like to listen to her voice. Now that's strange. Rihanna told the Vogue interviewer that when she attends big events, she gets nervous even before getting in the car. And when she arrives at the red carpet, she almost starts hyperventilating. She even left the Grammys one time when she was in the middle of having her hair and makeup done. It was in 2016, and Riri was set to perform Kiss It Better. At the time, the official versions were that she had issues with her voice and she had bronchitis. But in reality, she couldn't perform because of her anxiety. Now, she just wants everyone to know that sometimes it's harder for her than it looks. For the last 3 years, Rihanna has mainly lived in London. She said that this city inspires her and she loves to record music and create there. It was rumored that she moved there to be closer to where Fenty Beauty is produced and to be with her now ex-boyfriend Hassan Jameel. Unfortunately, the two broke up in January despite the rumors about the serious plans that Rihanna had with her billionaire boyfriend. The future of their very private relationship looked bright, and it seemed that keeping their romance away from the public eye was what made them thrive. But it turns out that this still wasn't enough for them to last, and after almost 3 years together, they went their separate ways. We really hadn't seen much of Rihanna and her man when they were together. How many of you didn't even know that Riri was dating someone? According to insiders, the couple was proof that opposites attract. Rihanna and Hassan were both very different, but this is what made their relationship work. They understood each other very well, and even though they had different personalities, they fit together and had many things in common. The singer almost never mentioned her man in interviews, but it seemed like they were happy and he had a good influence on her. And while they clearly had no wedding plans, it seemed that Hassan inspired Rihanna to make time for romance and for herself. In another interview with Vogue in 2018, she admitted that she had trouble prioritizing herself over her business and music career, and she used to feel guilty about taking time off for herself. But she also admitted that she'd never met someone who was worth it before, and she was happy to take time to dedicate herself to her relationship. So when their split was announced, the story behind it was that Rihanna and Jameel tried to make it work, but in the end, they decided to go their separate ways, even though she really loved him. While Riri thought that their differences made them stronger, for Hassan, dating an international pop star wasn't going to work in the long run. Apparently, there was no bad blood between them, and of course they were going to stay friends. But is this true considering what Rihanna said in the recent Vogue interview? Something clearly must have gone wrong, and Rihanna and Hassan weren't on the same page anymore. After the split, Riri's attitude is absolutely no nonsense. She admitted that when she turned 32, she realized that life is really short and you don't have a lot of time to tolerate crap. And when you're overwhelmed, you need to start cutting things out. And she's overwhelmed too much. Right now, things are either black or white for her, and there's no gray area in between. Wow, this sounds like Rihanna doesn't play anymore. A few months before Rihanna and Jamil split, there were rumors that the couple really wanted to start a family. In an interview, the singer revealed that she wanted to be a mother more than anything in life, but she believed that kids would come when the time is right, and it's all planned up there. Sources said that Hassan actually wanted to get married first and then have children. It seems that Rihanna wasn't down for that, even though she confessed that she'd like to be married one day, but she didn't know when. So I guess this wasn't the time and Hassan wasn't the one. But not meeting the right person wouldn't stop Rihanna from having children. She'd raise them, with or without a man. Right now, she's living a very busy, work-oriented, and no-sleep lifestyle. She knows that in the future she'll want to live differently, and the main difference she has in mind are kids. When the Vogue interviewer asked Rihanna where she sees herself in 10 years, when she's 42 years old, the artist said that she'll have 3 or 4 kids, even if she hasn't met the one. Riri admitted that society makes her feel like she got it wrong, and in general, it devalues women as mothers when the dad isn't in the kid's life. But in reality, the only things that matter are happiness and love, because they create a healthy relationship between a parent and a child. Do you think that Rihanna will be a good mom in the future? Even though she's a busy woman, ever since her status changed to single, Rihanna has been linked to her friends and ex-boyfriends. I know she's this badass lady who moves on very fast and doesn't really need a man in her life that much, but the first guy she's rumored to have something going on with is A$AP Rocky. In December, they attended the British Fashion Awards together. Then, on January 17th, Rihanna was spotted hanging out with the rapper in New York City. To add more fuel to the rumors, The Sun published an article saying Riri and Rocky are dating. Apparently, the two shared a hotel suite during a trip to New York. The article said Rihanna is reluctant to put a label on it, as it's so soon after Hassan. They're really enjoying each other's company and taking things easy. It's really casual between them. After this article, E! News published another one saying she is not in a relationship with A$AP. They apparently are just hanging out. This article said Rihanna is single. She just got out of a long, intense relationship with Hassan. She wants to be single and isn't going to jump into something. She's hanging out with A$AP Rocky, but she's not dating him. They have a long history and she's just having fun. Does this mean that they're just hooking up? It also looks like there's no bad blood between Rihanna and Drake anymore. The pair was spotted hanging out at the Yams Day show. It seems that the two are back to being friends, because not that long ago, Rihanna didn't even want to hear his name. But a few months ago, they reunited at Drake's birthday party that Riri attended with her friends, and they stayed for a few hours. Drake even ordered a McDonald's delivery to the club for Riri and her crew. Leaving her love life aside, Rihanna is now also a businesswoman. She constantly works on building her Fenty brand, which has now branched out to makeup, skincare, lingerie, and fashion. You'd think she has a whole team of people who work for her and she's just there pitching the ideas. In part, it's like that, but here's a really cool thing. Rihanna comes up with the text that goes on Fenty Beauty product labels. She writes the copy for the websites, the product descriptions, and even comes up with the names of colors and products. What about her team? Why don't they do this for her? Well, Rihanna admitted that she does have a huge team, but she doesn't think that their tone is the same as hers, and she'd feel like a fraud if she sold something she couldn't stand by. If only all these influencers thought the same. Rihanna's Fenty Beauty is now worth $3 billion, and there's no doubt that the brand started some kind of revolution. The so-called Fenty effect pushed other makeup companies to offer a wider range of shades, and to change their diversity game. Right now, thanks to Fenty, The new standard in the beauty industry is releasing 40 shades of makeup which cater to all skin tones, from fair to dark. Isn't it sad that this became so groundbreaking just now? It should have been a thing ages ago. Let's hope that Rihanna continues to grow her empire while giving back to others like she already does. And let's hope that she really is working on that 9th album. Do you have any Fenty products? And do you like them? Do you think that Rihanna will be a good mom? Let's talk about it in the comments, and remember to subscribe to our channel to not miss our content. And don't forget to leave a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. Until next time.